Hello again. Recently I was asked, what do you look for when buying a pair of binoculars? Well, actually the pair that the person in question was interested in were going for £20 in a charity shop. So I basically said, snap them up. We're going to be going to Brazil next month, which is where I lived for 16 years, and I thought, even if they're not particularly suitable, at that price they'll do. My other binoculars are somewhat worn, shall we say. However, what should you look for if you're unfamiliar with binoculars? I bought my first pair over 30 years ago. The principles that I applied then, I like to think, are still applicable today. And so I thought I'd do this video because there can be a bewildering amount of information and models available on the market if you spend 10 minutes looking at the internet for binoculars and for information regarding them, like I did yesterday. What do I look for in a pair of binoculars? Speaking as somebody who has worked variously as a field conservation biologist in the tropics, as a falconer, what do I look for in a pair of binoculars? So, the first thing I suppose is probably price. There seems to be 3 price bands available. The last pair of binoculars I bought was about 20 years ago at the British Birdwatching Fair, and I paid £650 for them. They were Bosch and Lorme, forgive my pronunciation, and they stood me in good stead in extreme tropical temperatures. In the Pantanal of Brazil, in rainforest, in Malaysia, which is the tallest rainforest in the world. So they were good. What do you look for? Well, magnification. I would look for a magnification of 7 by 32 or 8 by 30. 7 by 30 to 40 or 8 by 30 to 40. What would I also look for? I would also look to see just how far I can focus in, because you may be in a situation in the field where you want to focus in on a bird that is very close to you, or if you go to somewhere like a seal pupping ground at the right time of year, you can get very, very close to them. I did a previous video on Don and Nook in Lincolnshire, where in November you can get very close to seals in pup. With a pair of binoculars you can get a close-up of a head shot, for example. So you need to be able to see how far can you focus in. If you can focus in within a matter of meters, they're good binoculars, I would say. We've done price. We've also looked at how far you can focus in. And we've looked at magnification. What next? Does the binoculars come with dust caps? The binoculars should also be coated and completely damp proof, rain proof, and dust proof. What else? The twilight factor. Sometimes you may be out looking for birds or marine mammals or your trained bird of prey, and it might be getting to dusk. Well, you want a pair of binoculars that has good light gathering capacity, so that even in the dusk they're going to be, the view that you see through the objective lens is going to be really as bright as it can reasonably be. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Those principles are over 30 years old, but I think they still hold true. If you know of other tips, then please write them below, and thank you for watching.